I thought I was the only woman he loved until one sentence destroyed everything. I never imagined that one simple sentence would destroy my life. I had spent 3 years building, not an achievement, not a confession, just 7 words. My wife would never forgive me for this. The moment those words left his mouth, the room became silent. My heart stopped. My coffee slipped from my hand and slattered on the chicken floor. I stared at him, waiting for him to laugh, to tell me it was just a joke. But he didn't. Instead, the color drained from his face. His eyes filled with fear because he knew he had just revealed the truth. The truth he had hidden from me for 3 years. The truth that would change my life forever. My name is Sophie. 3 years later, I believe I had met the perfect man. His name was Daniel. He was kind, intelligent, patient, and successful. We met at a charity event where I volunteered every Saturday. Unlike everyone else, Daniel didn't try to impress me with expensive clothes or flashy story. Instead, he asked about my dream. No man had ever cared enough to ask. We talked for hours that night. Before leaving, he smiled. I'd really like to see you again. I smiled back. So would I? That was the beginning of what I believe was the greatest love story of my life. Daniel was everything I had prayed for. He remembered my birthday. He brought the flowers for no reason. He encouraged me whenever I doubted myself. Whenever I was sick, he cooked dinner. Whenever I feel anxious, he stayed beside me until I smile again. Every friend introduced him to said the same thing. You're lucky. I know, I always reply. I truly believe I was. But there was small thing that didn't quite make sense. Whenever I suggested visiting his apartment, he always had an excuse. It being renovated. My cousin is staying there. The plumbing isn't working. Months passed, then years, yet I never saw where he lived. Whenever I called after 9 o'clock at night, he rarely answered. Instead, he texted, busy, meeting, I will call you tomorrow. He never stayed overnight, not once. When I asked why, he smiled. I sleep terribly in unfamiliar bed. I believe him. Love makes people believe impossible things. Whenever we traveled together, Daniel insisted on driving instead of flying. He avoided posting photos online. He refused to add me on social media. I like privacy, he explained. It sounded reasonable looking back. Those weren't red flags. They were warning sirens. It simply refused to hear them. 3 years later, Daniel surprised me. I have wonderful news. What is it? I've found the perfect house. I laughed. For us, he nodded. I think it's finally time. Time for what? He reached into his pocket. My heart raced. Was this a proposal. Instead, his phone rang. He grinned at the screen. For the first time, I noticed genuine panic. He declined the call. Seconds later, it rang again, again, again. Finally, he answers. No, I will be there soon. His voice sounded different, gentler, softer, almost affectionate. When he ended the call, I asked, "Who was that?" He hesitated. "No one." Then, while collecting his jacket, he whispers the sentence that changed everything. "My wife would never forgive me for this." Silent, he froze. I froze. He slowly looked at me. Our eyes met. Either of us spoke, because we both knew the truth has finally escaped. Why? The word barely left my lips. Daniel covered his face with both hands. "I'm so sorry." I stepped backward. No, no, this isn't happening. He tried to reaching for me. I pulled away. "You said you weren't married." "I was going to tell you." "When?" "When we got married too." He had no answer. Everything suddenly made sense. The missing weekend, the unanswered the phone call, the holiday he always spent with families, the apartment I never saw, the photograph that never existed, the excuses, the lies. Every memory became poison. I left without another word. For 3 days, Daniel called more than 100 times. I blocked every number. Then came flowers, letters, email, apology. "I loved you. I never meant to hurt you. I was trapped. I was going to leave her." I ignored every message because I loved beyond lies. Isn't love at all. Weeks later, an unexpected knock came at my door. Standing there was a woman about my age. She looked exhausted. She held a small photograph. "I'm Daniel Weiss." My knee nearly gave away. She wasn't angry. She wasn't shouting. She simply looked heartbroken. "I didn't know about you until yesterday." She showed me family photo, wedding picture, birthday celebration, Christmas morning, a little boy smiling beside Daniel. "A son?" I whispered. She nodded. "His age." I feel sick. I hadn't just been lied to. An entire family had been betrayed. We sat together for hours, two strangers connected by the same deception. She cried. I cried. She admitted Daniel had often claimed he was traveling for work instead. He has been living two separate lives. One husband, one boyfriend, one life. Months later, Daniel lost everything. His wife filed divorce. His company discovered he had used business trip to hide his double lives. He resigned before he could be dismissed. Friends who once admired him stopped answering his call. His reputation disappeared almost overnight, not because one mistake ruined him, but because years of dishonesty finally caught up with him. As for me, healing then happen quickly. Trust doesn't return overnight. Someday I question my own judgment. How could I have missed so many signs? Eventually, I realized something important. The fault wasn't mine for believing, it was his for deceiving. There is a difference. I returned to voluntary. I focus on my careers. I spend more time with family and friends. Slowly, life became brighter again. 2 years later, I met someone new. On our third date, he introduced me to his parents. On our fourth, I visited his home. On our fifth, he proudly posted a photo of us together. There was no hidden phone call, no disappearing weekend, no mysterious excuses, just honesty. The kind of honesty I had once taken for granted. One evening he looked at me and said, "I don't ever want you to wonder where I am." For the first time in years, I believed someone completely. Looking back, I no longer see Daniel as the man who broke my heart. I see him as the man who taught me the value of trust. Because love is not built on beautiful words. It is built on honesty. And the strongest relationships are not the one without problem. They are the one without secret.